A tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league, but they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback.
Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, the ball popped in the air, intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. There on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but what's on the play? So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15.
I think what I can get you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
In rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions that I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, that was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Who's ready to hatch some cool tech?
30. Bond looks to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And at a 42-yard line here, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Nice and
4. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's got room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards there, the Falcon first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mon. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be right down just inside the 35.
He really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run right. Not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3.
Are you going or down? Going or down? Going or down?
Set of downs. You got to.
That's right, Dada.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup.
Coach told me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A little bit of power, And you find a way to pick up first
Yeah.
downs.
What's your favorite color? Red.
On first down, here's Mon.
My favorite color.
He's got
Yeah.
his man London right side.
But blue is
5
next.
yards here, 5 on the
Right there.
It's okay.
So that's all my favorite color.
To start
Oh,
the
baby.
game, you're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been grounded so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Yards to gain the first here. Mon going to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end blitz complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Terrific a week ago. Victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It's in the red.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman.
Hold on,
But you know, in
okay.
order to keep the football
Is
moving
that
downfield,
it?
other
Yeah, I'll
people
go-
get involved as
I'll
well.
go
Your
get it.
wide receivers,
Can I
your tight
do
ends,
it with
lead
you?
runners, anything
Okay,
you
with
try possible
you.
to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now
Yeah,
the
okay.
defense may be looking out for Wallace coming up. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten tonight to a hot start. And making a real first statement.
Yes, I am.
Been successful doing it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mon. Got his man complete over the middle. It's
Baby,
Brown.
just relax.
Completion good for Sig, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center.
They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers?
Take center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this?
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet. Get to the football, don't they?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Hey, they're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route.
Connor up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kellen Mond keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process.
It's 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting...
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back at their own 44. They start the drive with Connor. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Now, but that clock rolling. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 40.
Your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Bengals going to use talk over what to do next. Here's Dom Maggio now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing off. Feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. Took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mond over the middle, complete. It's Connor. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. He'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And
where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
a loss of a yard, and it brings up 4 to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
That's the marker following a gain of 6. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes.
First down, they'll start with Algier. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 20. They run behind center. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy. Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Quick slant to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down. First and 10. Quick slant to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mon looks to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before comfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun, a give to Connor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Got his man, it's London. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the counter, it's Connor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter.
We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down.
Just for this, back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The keeper gets him 7 that time. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. He was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback.
Side the 20. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is Connor running right. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Burrow on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Atlanta Falcons, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go